Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Now we are live on LinkedIn and also on Zoom to discuss about the certification and this is a less formal session. It's more to solve the questions and to discuss some of the common questions people uh, might have about the credential. So I think, Antonio, you can start. I have the slides here. I can put the
Okay,
slide
yeah.
for us, and you can use them on the screen.
Yeah, so welcome everyone. Nice to see you. I think many of you maybe were present last week in our big launch, big launch. If I understand well, we were just before PMI announcing some kind of AI certification. So I'm very happy for for that. But today what we wanted to share is a bit more having more a discussion about some of the questions we received. Already quite a lot of people have signed up for the certification for the online course. So this is the how it looks, the certification that you'll receive after passing the exam, 40 questions. As you remember, in the past is 75 correct. And like we said last time, the exam is protected, so there's no way you can do it with books or so. It's something that you will be monitored. So because we believe that this exam, it has to be professional, credible, so that you all benefit from having the credential for your career. So this was an important criteria for us on when we develop the certification AI-driven project manager.
Yep.
And you can see the main focus. So if you're one of these personas or if you're having one of these roles, we believe that this can be beneficial. We all have heard, and Ricardo and I, we've been pushing and sharing a lot around AI through our masterclass or the monthly webinars on the importance of integrating AI in our daily practice. But how do you prove that? Yeah, how do you, oh, I can use ChatGPT, fine, or I can, I don't know how, I know how to use Gemini, or I know how to. So we thought that that was essential for any person that is working as a project manager, IT project leaders, PMO directors. Of course, some of the elements that are being disrupted by AI are related to the PMO role, reporting, um, uh, selection, prioritization. So those persons will certainly need to prove that they understand AI and how it fits portfolio management, program management, also change managers. Although I think there's a big part of AI which focus on the more technical task in projects like scheduling or reporting. I think there's a big component on change management in the sense of adoption of AI in organizations. So all the discussions that I have with companies is, yeah, but how are we making sure that this is adopted, right? How can we make sure that people use it? So there's an aspect of fear, there's an aspect of what will happen with your job. So change managers, HR people are really important. And then finally, people working in strategy implementation primarily, they are seeing also AI coming to the space, and we believe this can be a very interesting certification. Again, the goal is that everybody can say that you can use AI, but how do you prove it? And do you have really the knowledge in place? Have you built that? And with this credential that both Ricardo and I built with the content, with the research, with all the material that we've developed over almost 2 years, plus the partnership with APM International, which is the biggest certification, professional certification association, that make this certificate so important for us. So this is all the people, the exam, just the details so that you know there's 40 questions, 75 pass mark. the content comes through, or mostly that you see in our masterclass. You'll find the syllabus in the APMG website, and we're going to briefly cover what goes in, but we're offering the content of the masterclass also through online training called Hotmart. Ricardo will share a bit more about that.
Yeah,
So
it's Andrea already asked a question. How much time? It's 40 minutes, the exam. Okay.
the
Okay.
exam is
So
40
it's
minutes.
and look, I just want to tell it's not meant to be an impossible exam to pass, but it's not meant to be an easy exam too. Okay, so it's an exam that those who are working with AI, who know they can pass, but if you're just trying and speculating about doing the exam, I suggest you do not do it, because you need to have 30 right answers, and
Yeah.
it's not very easy. And one thing, look, what is important, talking on also on behalf of Antonio and I, we elaborate the material in this, but the questions were all vetted also by a team of experts from APMG and others, to make sure that they are, I would say, the set of questions is hard enough uh, to evaluate the profession. So it's not, for example, I didn't take the exam yet. Antonio and I, we are
Not
both
yet.
waiting to take the exam. So I hope I will do my exam in the next, I would say, 24 to 48 hours. But I don't know exactly the answers. Okay, so just for you to know that we are taking this very, very serious, including myself. It's a closed book exam, it's a proctor exam, and this. Okay, so just for you to know, Antonio. One thing. This is the certificate and badge, okay, that everyone will receive from APMG. Let's talk now. One thing that that people struggle, and I will try. I see some questions already about a study and this. I will cover them in a minute, but just before, options for you to get certified, you have two paths to get certified. Okay, one path is through a prep material and exam. Okay, so what Antonio and I did, we created a material, okay, that is based on our content plus other contents, and we bundle this into 7 learning points that you can buy together with the exam. So it's video, content, articles, and this is updated. And on the prep material, it's not a course, it's not lesson 1 or 2. So it's a study guide that will help you to prepare yourself for the exam. And you receive also the exam voucher. It means that this prep material includes also the exam, okay? Or you can do just the exam, accessing APMG platform and buying the exam directly. So just for you to have an idea, okay? So this, it's important. The prep material and the exam is 499 plus, okay, plus the VAT in the specific country that you are coming. We decided to put a special release price of 399 until the end of October, okay, using the promo code AIPM. And for those who already did the masterclass, okay, we have a special price. We were unable yet, because we are now organizing everything and we have an avalanche of questions. I will be sending to all the 250 something students the voucher for them to apply using this 299. The exam only is 195 plus VAT, means it's something like 240, and you go on APMG International and you can buy them directly. If you want the prep material too, you can buy this on the PM AI Revolution. Okay, so now I want to go and start questions that I received. Okay, and then I will start answering, and Antonio can jump. This is the heart of what we want. Is there any prerequisite for the exam? The answer is no. If you pass the exam, you get the credential. There is no proof of hours and this on that. Okay, the exam is a knowledge exam. Okay, it means that you have the knowledge to consider and be considered as someone working with AI in project management. Second question: why is the exam proctored? Because we want people to take it seriously, okay? It's not an exam that you can cheat or you can do 5, 10 times, okay? Of course, you can do 5, 10 times, but you need to do a process for each of them. So you will have your a webcam active. Your exam will be recorded. Someone will screen the area. Nobody can be with you. You can need to show your desk and everything. So this was a decision on that. Okay. Another question: do you have any mechanism for financial support? I received people saying, "Oh, I'm still studying and etc." The answer is we do not have yet any mechanism. We may implement this in the future. Look, what is important for all of you to understand that this is a huge effort that Antonio and I and all the team put together. Okay, just to give you an idea, certifications usually they take years to get ready. So we did, a gigantic effort to get this ready on time for everybody. So we didn't prepare yet, I would say, financial, for example, packages for companies, etc. We are trying now to make sure that we put the certification ready so people can do that. And people can do that starting today, okay? So we do not have yet any mechanism. If we decide in the future, we will let everybody know, okay? Another question: is there any discount price with the release? The only discount price is for the prep plus the exam. That is $399. There is no discount just for the exam. The exam is paid directly for APMG, okay? So you buy there, you pay there. If you decide to buy the prep material too, then you have $100 of discount up to the end of October using AIPM code. Okay, another question that is for me also super important. For those who went to the PMI conference, we all saw that PMI bought a company called Cognilytica, and this company sells AI courses and certifications. And what is the difference between these credentials? So first, let me explain to you what is in my mind. I think that every single certification that is in the marketplace, like every course, is part of the effort to promote project management and to promote AI. So I'm very happy that PMI did that. I don't think that the credentials, they compete in any sense. For example, the certifications that are provided currently by Cognilytica, they cost 2,700, 3,500, 3,700. So it's a completely different product. So what we want with this credential, we want to massify, and we want to allow the largest amount of people to get the knowledge and to prove this, I would say, this underlying knowledge on AI for project management. Okay, I'm sure that PMI and I'm cheering for that. The PMI will do also things related to that, and I am very suspicious to say about that because I am a PMP, I am an IPMA level A, I am Prince2 certified, I am MSP certified, I'm certified Scrum Master. So I have 24 certifications, and each of them helped me in some way. Okay, so the intent of this, we put this 240, 299 for masterclass students, 399 to make it accessible. The best way we can to make it accessible. Okay, so this was the underlying decision. So the product currently they have is a different product. Okay, I haven't done it yet, but it seems to be excellent. Okay, excellent. But it's a product that is competing with MIT data science programs. It's competing with Caltech, for example, data science programs. These are the price range. In our case, it's a completely different product. Okay, so I'm talking just on behalf of myself. Okay, I'm not talking on behalf of PMI here. Okay.
Or from what I could see, it's hard to make the connection with what we're trying to do. So I agree with Ricardo. It's not the competition. That credential might be for a very limited number of people. The one of PMI, what we care is make it massively relevant so that we all benefit. So that's where you see the big gap. The only thing I saw is that they don't offer much more time than what we offer. So it's much more scientific, which I think it's for just a very specific niche in the project management world. So I hope that this will be coming clear when you go through this with us, the certification. The content for us is very broad. It's the basics, the fundamentals, the pillars, so that when people will start asking, do you know anything about AI for your career progression in project management? Just say, yeah, we have this APMG certification so that you can show that and hopefully get that promotion. That's what we want.
Absolutely. And also one question I received, of course, Antonio and I, we both have very strong connections with PMI. We are fellows, past chair, both of us. So why we partner with APMG and not PMI? It happened. Okay, it happened. So APMG, we have a good connection. They wanted to do an effort like that, so it was just the perfect match for what we are thinking. There is absolutely nothing against. We don't see these competing in any sense with anything else that PMI or their associations are doing, and we really cheer for everything. It was just a business decision, and it happened. We had the time frame, they have the time frame. We just made it happen. So it was nothing more than that. Okay. What happens if I fail the exam? You need to resit for the exam. And on this case, you need to go back on APMG website and buy a new exam. Remember one thing, Antonio and I, we created the exam, we created the content, we create the underlying process. But what is important, APMG is the host of the integrity of the exam. They are the ones issuing the credential. They are the ones recognizing. If you fail, Antonio and I will not be even knowing that you failed. So you just need to go on APMG and you need to buy a new exam, okay? The retake of the exam costs the same price of a new exam. This is why, for example, we create the prep material, the study material, to make sure that people pass, okay? The pass, okay? Quickly here, some of the chat questions here. What languages will be available for the exam? The exam today is available only in English, okay? In English. Josephine, has anyone taken this the APMG driven? Yes, we already had Sueli did it today. So we already have several people, and we are starting to see them, I would say, sharing. Where is the proctor exam available? It's via person view or other testing. It's APMG test, and it's done online. Okay, it's done online with a proctor. So it's all hosted. APMG, for those who do not know, they were the ones who took care for many, many years of Prince 2, and they are the ones that take care of all the IPMA Credential and several others, Six Sigma, etc. They are a company specialized on exams. They don't do anything else but managing credentials and certification. Okay, another thing that is important, because Antonio and I received a question today on LinkedIn on that. What's the difference between the certification and the masterclass? The masterclass happens 3-4 times a year. It's a live event where we talk and discuss about the trends in project management, and we discuss different topics. The masterclass is, I would say, is the DNA of the idea of the certification. But the masterclass is not the certification. By attending the masterclass, you are not certifying yourself. You receive a participation certificate of the masterclass, but the certification is an exam. So if you don't do the exam, you are not certified, okay? And you do not need to attend the masterclass to get certified, okay? Why we decided to do that? Because both Antonio and I, we do not have time to do masterclass every day. So people now can do on their own pace, okay? So this, and now I want just to take some other questions here. Andre, how to prepare, I assume, for the exam. So my advice to you, it's that you understand the concepts of what is underlining AI and generative AI, also some implications, for example, some regulations, some frameworks on the regulation that, for example, the European Union is implementing, some, I would say, aspects of ethics, ethical use, how do you prepare, what you should be aware when you are planning a project, and some tools. It's not a technical exam. What is important? It's not something like asking you to make a prompt on ChatGPT. Even more, because I will talk this next week, the concept of prompt engineering is coming to an end. Okay? With the new version of ChatGPT, people are starting to realize that the way you make your prompt makes little difference on the results, because it's becoming more and more sharp on doing that. So it's not about this, okay? It's not. It's about the underlying concept around AI that we want to cover, okay? Okay. How to study for it, Josephine? If you want to study, the best option is go through and get the prep material, because the prep material is the material, the set of articles you can study, okay? Madam, how often will the content be updated to keep pace? We are updating as we speak, okay? We plan to update. APMG run sprints every 2 weeks. So what is the idea is that we will increase every 2 weeks the pool of questions and new questions and updated questions, and also updating the material. However, if you pass the exam, we cannot require you to resit for the exam every 2 weeks, because it makes no sense, okay? So those who certify, they are certified. What we are organizing now, it's an alumni group to keep pace with the current trends, okay? With the current trends. But the exam people will do in the future will be different. It's like my PMP. When I did my PMP in 1999, I did on paper, and the concept was very, very different from today. So, and I'm still hold the PMP, okay? And the renovation was not exam based. So this is the route and the idea we'll do, okay? But we will update every 2 weeks, okay? Antonio, is there any other question?
I think the time for preparing you covered that, but basically it's just going through the content, right? So it's not maybe 20 hours that you refresh it, you review it, and then you do the APMG has this mock-up exam, so you can take it and you will
Oh,
try.
there is a mock-up exam there for you to
Yeah,
test
yeah.
if you want, okay?
So you don't need to
Andrea,
go. Yeah.
how much time is given for you to take the exam? When you receive the voucher, you have 12 months to take the exam. My suggestion, don't wait 12 months. My suggestion is you
Oh.
buy, study, and do it as fast as you can, okay? As fast as you can, even more to benefit, okay, from the study. Marcus, what is the expected average studying time? Look, it's super hard to say that because people are different, but I would guess, Antonio, please correct me if you have a different perspective, that if you watch everything, if you study, if you prepare yourself, you will spend probably between 16 and 24 hours of study to get comfortable for the exam. This is my feeling. Antonio, do you have a
Yeah,
different?
something like that. Something like that. Yeah. It's not huge, but it requires that you make some space to go through the material and then take your notes and then review
Yeah,
them and
and what happens is the material will increase all the time because we will put new material, but for us to remove a material, it will be very hard because it's always relevant. Even the material that was published 1 year ago, it's very, very relevant. Okay, if you want to understand that the history that brought us to where we are today. Okay. Uh, what else, Antonio? Do you have any other question or
no,
any
I'm
other?
trying to see if there's anything. I've been trying to answer some of them.
Yeah. So
Some,
what we will do, Antonio, just let me just put here. We already put this on the FAQ. Oh, I will update with these questions here you're facing. Again, it's an exam, 40 questions, 30 questions right. You get the certification managed by APMG. You can buy with the prep material or without the prep material. We will send to all Masterclass students their voucher with the discount as soon as we can. Okay, as soon as we can. We are running against the clock here because we have so many requests here that we are trying to manage them on a timely way. Okay. Um, are you getting the certificate of completion just for the training part? No, the prep material does not come with credential. Okay, we don't try. If you want to read them, you read. If you don't want to read, you just do not read them. Okay, so the prep material, for example, the masterclass, yes, has a certificate, and you can report PDUs, everything. The prep material is a set of materials to get you ready to do the exam. Marcos, do you have plans for further certifications following the AIPM? Look, don't ask me this now. Honestly, I'm almost getting crazy with the amount of things we are doing now. Antonio and I, we have another phone call in half an hour to discuss Venture Lab and this. So we do not have plans now. We want to really, we are doing this as part of this concept that we are talking called AI-driven project management revolution. We want people get really on board. And we are concerned, Antonio. We saw that. We are concerned because we still believe that most of the people are not there yet. Right, Antonio?
No, yeah, no, I think we need to focus on making this really something recognizable around the world.
Yeah,
So
and we are doing this with, I would say, a price. This, again, this is an initiative we want people to create the least or the smallest possible difficulty for people to get. So this is why we put a reasonable price. We agreed with APMG with a reasonable price to really make things happen. If you take a look on other certificates, you'll see that the price is different because we really want people to get that.
Exactly.
Look, let me put this again. So I think, okay. Do APMG has statistics available now for the number of people who have taken and passed the exam? Yes and no. It's extremely new now. It's extremely new now. So we do not have the statistics yet. We have a prediction of the pilot we already did, but we don't have the statistics yet. Okay, we will have in the future. Right now, it's everything absolutely brand new. Remember, 6 days ago we released the credential. Just 6 days, right? 6 days. So it's not even a week. Okay, we are just trying to settle things and organize things in the best way we can. Okay.
Very
can
good.
you reveal how the pilot went, Marcus? It went very well. Otherwise, we will not be released. We have not been released it. Yeah. Okay. So it's yes, of course. Every time, Marcus, you have a credential, there's always people that say good things and people that say bad things, and it will happen, and we are prepared for that. And it doesn't matter the certification. Every single one, people will like, people will not like, and we just need to live with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look, new question here. Is the credential issued by Credly? Yes. You can put on Credly like the PMP, like the SAFE, like Axelos, all of them. Okay. So there is a Credly badge that is issued by APMG that you can use there. Okay. I hope to have mine soon, very soon.
Okay? Me too.
Yeah.
And one thing that is very important for us, Ricardo, I want to share is we want to build a community on this. So as we keep growing the number of APM, AIPM, we'll create a community where we meet, we start to share best practice ideas. And so it's not just the credential that we care here. It's about making that community and become stronger and stronger. So
and at the end of next week, there is another webinar, right? Time is flying.
Next
There's
week
a monthly, then there is another. I'm already preparing for it, and there are many new things we want to share. And this is such a fluid environment that we are very excited with what happened.
Very excited. Yeah.
Good, my friend. Thank you very much, Antonio. Okay. Who signs the certificate? Oh, okay. Who signed? Antonio. It's not us.
No, it's not us. It's APMG. They have their.
It's APMG, the director of certification of APMG.
Yeah. It's formal.
Josephine, when you pass, you send. I will sign and I will take a photo with you.
Yeah.
Okay? But with us, like we did in the conference. Okay. So look, Antonio, thank you very much, my dear friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you all for participating. Thank you all join us on LinkedIn. Okay. And see you next time. Okay. Take care and stay well. Bye-bye.
Next Friday.